Well, for more on the Israel kill policy, we're now going to be joined by Nada Hashwi, political scientist. Ms. Hashwi, thank you for joining us on World News. Prime Minister Netanyahu's statement of kill or be killed. Is this not an act of state terrorism towards Palestinians?
That is definitely a terrorism, and this is what terrorism is all about. But the problem is, what really is so outrageous is all the European community, the UN, practically all the West. They have a blind eye on what's been happening there for decades now. Israel has been using killings as their only weapon. This is their self-defense. They think that they cannot exist without killing all the babies and old people, and they have nothing to do. See, I gotta say something. And what I think, in my opinion, it's been happening today is the hostages and what has happened. This is not. It didn't make the Zionist regime happy at all, and especially the extremists in that regime. So Netanyahu. He thought, well, I'll do some killings, maybe I will make them happy a little bit. See, they are based on cold-blooded regime. So, and they cannot exist without that. So by killing, by threatening to kill Hamas's leaders right now, and making the resistance weak, that's what they think. That will make Hamas get back at them as well. So then they're going to use the media against Hamas, and they're going to make Hamas as the terrorist. Meanwhile, what they've been doing, killing, see what we see right now is outrageous. Like, where are the UN? Where are the European community? Everybody's been killed in cold-blooded, and nobody's saying anything. This kill policy has to stop. Somebody has to do something against this brutal regime.
Well, Ms. Hashwi, you mentioned the UN. How is it that the UN would allow such bold statements from Israel?
How? Well, with I don't think they can hear what Israel has been saying. They have a blind eye and a blind ear. They can hear anything, but do you think this is? It's like exactly what's been happening in the U.S. as well. It's whenever they are ruling them. The UN is nothing to them. So with all the violation that they've been doing and the killings that they've been doing, do you think they think about what the UN is going to say or do? Now they go out in public and say we want to kill, they have to be eliminated, as if they're talking about something that is not, they're not talking about human beings. This regime is, I can't believe they can get away with things like that. See, Israel they're going downhill, and they must do something to put themselves back in the picture. And by doing this killing policy, this is what they think they're gonna bring him back. But you see, the old times is gone. It's not gonna be like the old days where they go and kill and nothing is gonna happen. This time, if Hamas, they're gonna kill back, and this is what they must do. It's not going to be the same as the old days. They have to know something. The Zionist regime has to know that the old days are gone. They have to know that they are not dealing with the same resistance anymore. So they have to talk peace, or else nothing else is going to work.
And Ms. Hashwi, you mentioned the killings of Hamas officials. Could this have a possible negative effect on the second part of the prisoner swap deal between Hamas and Tel Aviv?
Of course, like I said, that's exactly what's going to happen, because the extremists in Netanyahu, well, I mean, they are all extremists there, but it was really a slap on their face, and they're not really happy about this hostages deal. So this is what they want to do. They want to do something to say, well, see, we can't give you the rest of the hostages. They don't care about any deals that they sign. They only think about themselves. The Zionists think about what really is best for them, and it's definitely going to affect it.
Very well, we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much, Ms. Hashwi. Nada Hashwi, political scientist, joining us live from Beirut.